And the microphone is on, everyone. Thanks for popping in. Welcome. Glad to have you guys here. I'm your host, DrFox2000, and you're watching VolcanoX live stream. And yeah, welcome everyone. Glad to have every one of you on board today. So far, looking pretty darn good. Actually, visibilities were very poor earlier, and I am very happy that things did improve there in Iceland. And of course, what we are looking at on the screen right now is, I guess we call it the Siggy Fissure up in the northwestern portions of Maridalur Valley in Iceland. And that is pretty cool and pretty awesome to see this erupting. We do see the back wall or eastern wall of a cone trying to form, and it is filling the area in between the hill and the back of that cone wall with all kinds of spatter and splatter and bits of tephra and everything else it's throwing out. So it is awesome to see. Anyway, welcome to all of you. I'm going to start out with welcome to the moderators. And not sure, I haven't seen Arizona Snowman yet. Hopefully he's somewhere in the background. But welcome Arizona Snowman. Welcome to Piggy. Welcome to CND Boy if he's here or gets here. Also, welcome to Lucas Snow if he makes it in. And Joseph Fields Official, who may be busy today. He's got busy Sundays. So just to throw that in, and then we may have others in the background, such as 24/7 AZ, what is it? Yeah, 24/7 Live AZ Skies. There we go, got it. That always throws me for a loop. Anyway, glad to have you all on board, and welcome to the moderators. Glad you guys are here doing your thing. And then, of course, welcome to all of you, you wonderful people, the lava lovers and the lavaliers. And a big shout out to all the lavaliers, of course, for helping out and supporting the channel. And you guys are awesome. But everybody in here is part of that lava family, and we really are happy that we are building it up even more and bigger than what we've had before. So looking forward to the future, you guys. And this is awesome to see this new volcano grow. And of course, the channel is growing in the process. So it's all cool. Anyway, let's get at things here. And boy, oh boy, I already mentioned about who was first in the channel, but I forgot. Oh boy, remind me, you guys, who was first in the channel today? I didn't write it down. I was busy doing too many other things, and it was somebody who didn't normally get here first. Boy, why is my screen not working? Holy macaroni. It was Oz. That's who it was. Why is that one buffering now? I've got weird things going on here. More gremlins. The gremlins are coming in. There it is. It was me, Oz says. Thank you, guys. Thanks, Hermione. And yes, Oz gets the cookies today. So welcome and congrats, Oz. Glad it was you. Oh, there we go. I got you all fixed up with your very own stacks of cookies. That's 3 in a stack, by the way, just so you know. So you've got there, what, 1, 2, 3. Oh, you got a dozen cookies there. Careful, Oz. Not all at once. That'll be okay. Anyway, welcome to everyone. I'm glad to have you guys on board, and I'm going to try to rattle names off very, very quickly here, because I see we already have 161 people in here, and that's going to be pretty tough. So again, welcome to the moderators. Appreciate you guys being here. And then also thank you, Piggy, for fixing up the bacon seeds. You are awesome, and I'm glad you got a little bit of sleep. Hopefully you'll get some more. Anyway, welcome to Sharon Stewart, Grandma B, Oz, of course, JB is in the channel, going up some more. Adele is here, good to see you. And Henry Nelson, Lizoid, Alba Girl, Sherry Hewitt, Grandma B, I got you already. Going up some more. We got Lizoid. Hermione Schaefer is here. Kara also here. Welcome. And we got Adele going up. Gloria D. Gaston, I hope I said it right. Wow, that was a fast start to the new volcano. Yep, it sure is. Going up a little bit more. Sharon P. in the house. Bo is back as well. Welcome, you guys. And going up some more, looking at other names real quick. Mum Ni Ness. Wow, a tongue twister. Doug Christopher, and that's not so much of a tongue twister. Welcome. Glad to have you in as number 76 on the thumbs up. That is awesome. Judy L. also on the channel. Sue Hayes is here. Welcome, you guys. Daryl R. made it back in. Tom Dice also here. Welcome. Shasa is here, and hang on, I'm missing things here. Something is going weird. What is it? Akaneko? I don't know if I said that right, but welcome. And Cheryl Wood, welcome back. And we've got Robert Booton also in the house. Thank you. Welcome. And going up some more here, seeing Nancy Buchanan is back. Jules is here as well. I think I might have said Jules already, but Bo was here. We got that. Going up some more, looking for more names, you guys, and trying to locate them. Of course, we have LOL Gemma the Super Kitty, and that is, of course, Dave and Claire. Welcome. Glad to have you on board. Going up some more, Mixer, welcome. And going up a little bit more here, DJ Puff the Third, welcome back. Let's see, there's got to be some more names. John Raper we got, Nancy Buchanan, welcome. We got Hermione already. Going up more, looking for other names, and I'm sure there's more in here, like Rayola Reisner. Welcome back, glad to have you here. And let's see, Harry is back. Hey, long time no see. Good to have you on board. And let's go up a little bit more and see. And of course, there's that other one, Evad Soar, as he calls himself. Right, Dave? Ken Wilson also in the house. Welcome. And that is awesome to have you here. Let's see who else is in here. Going up the list a little bit quicker here, trying to find other names. Wessex Dragon is back in the house. Welcome. Misty Grits, sorry. Got it right. And welcome. Glad to have you here. Rebecca Patterson, good to see you. Welcome. And going up a little bit more, trying to find other names. And in case I don't say your name or miss it, don't be offended. I'm trying to get to everyone's, and sometimes they look a lot alike on the screen here, especially when I'm scrolling really quickly. Like I see Sharon Stewart and Sandra Rockland. I could confuse those two, but welcome to both of them. All right, I'm as far up as I can go. We'll go back down to the bottom. I'm sure there's some others I missed there. And Linda Schoof, welcome. Glad to have you on board. Sue Hayes, yep. Daryl Spurlock, I'm offended. So you should be, sir. Silicone Avatar, welcome. Glad to have you on here. Gloria also popped in. Welcome. And let's see, Stephen Hamilton, welcome back. Trying to get those other ones. Wolverine 58 is also here. Good to have you here. Banana Puss, welcome. And let's see, Alex France also made it back in. Good to have you guys all piling in here. Ez is in the house. Welcome, Ez. Glad to have you here as well. And I think we are good for names for right now. And other than other than Daryl Spurlock being offended. If I did miss your name, please don't be offended like Daryl Spurlock. It's okay if he gets offended. We don't mind. But the rest of you, I really don't intend to have anyone offended here. So it's great. Anyway, a little bit of fun there. And thanks, Daryl. I'm glad that you're on board. Old Mummy of Hamsters, I didn't forget you. I seen you sneaking around there. And I've got my hamster right in my mouse or my hand here. Boy. Hands, Dr. Fox 2000, a banana. Oh my God, what am I going to do with that? I'm already holding a microphone and a hamster. How am I going to deal with a banana on top of that? You're really trying to get me to juggle things here, aren't you, Piggy? And sometimes it does feel like I'm juggling. Anyway, let's get on to reality and see what we've got here. Is the king in the stream yet? No, he's still sunbathing. He's turning himself into bacon, apparently, on both sides. So he's making sure he's getting equal fry on both sides. And that is awesome. No comments, Dr. Fox 2000. Yeah, it's okay, Piggy. We loves you anyway. And all good. Okay, so yeah, let's get into what we've got happening out here in Iceland. And of course, we see what's going on with the way that cone is trying to build up. It's got a back wall, and that is pretty cool. I don't know if my uncropped shot will show it a little bit better, but let's go over to the other cameras here, and we'll just see if the other views are working as well. And I got to get on the right screen, and that would be that guy. So obviously we see this one here. We can see quite a bit of the backside here, and it does look like it's starting to really fill up in the back here. And this is very interesting. So seeing it build up is pretty awesome, but I'm gonna see what happens if this thing gets a little taller. Are we gonna get a valley in here, or what's gonna happen? It's gonna be very cool. Anyway, on this shot you kind of see the backside here. Unfortunately, the smoke's in the way. There is kind of a tongue going up that path that we had back there, but it really hasn't progressed much beyond what we seen last time yesterday. So that's all okay. Let's move over. Well, we'll use this shot actually for right now. I can get rid of the banner though, and we'll go through this. I got to put my mouse back on here. Mouse, where's my mouse? Show me my mouse. Oh, hang on. I need a hamster. Show me my hamster. There. Hey, I got a hamster. The mouse didn't want to come. The hamster sure did. All right. So what we were just mentioning here, it's going to be interesting as this builds up, and we'll see how it builds up in the back here and what kind of valley it leaves behind afterwards, if it continues to go in that spot. So that is pretty awesome, you guys. Anyway, this shot you can see a little bit more of that flow into the back corridor there, if you will, or a little valley, and that's not too bad. And we also see kind of a ridge building up here all the way around, and you can see a little bit of a downward slope. So this is already building up maybe half a meter up to a meter in some spots in height of a little dam that it's built all around it. So that in a way can be very interesting if we get too much coming out at the same time. Of course, this exit here is going to be overwhelmed, and it's going to start pushing out on the sides again and bursting through those dam areas, and it'll make nice neat flows. Down in the back here obviously is still a little bit lower than the upper area, so it's going to be really cool to see what happens in the very near future here. as this thing progresses and continues to output quite a bit of lava. Now, one of the things you see here, of course, is the wonderful river. And if you recall, that river used to come down about here. And it has since changed shape drastically from what it was. We did have that little flow over on the other side that was trying to make it through, but it used to be right in here, and it really has changed course. And of course, it's due to material coming down and adding blockages and things like that. When the thing slows down a little bit, all of a sudden that bigger material that's traveling, those big chunks of lava, they'll kind of get stuck, and the flow will go around them and carry on, and it builds up little dams. So we will likely see another overflow in this area if this gets kind of dammed up a little bit as well. So that's what we've got going on here for the future, and that is going to be very, very interesting to see. So I'm curious what's going to happen. It'll be awesome. Any news on Nar spouting again? Okay, the other day, or was that a red herring? It was a red herring, Bananapus, definitely. There is no reported lava in Ragnar. Okay, none. So if somebody is telling you there is, show us the pictures, show us the video of the real thing with date and time on it, please, so we can confirm it. But you know, that is kind of where we are at. But having said that, though, I do want to bring your attention to, let's see if we can get them to swing that other camera around, or watch this when they swing, or can we catch it back a little bit when it did swing? I'm just looking to see if we can catch it here somewhere in the past, and I want to point some things out, what we did see when it did swing over there. Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's do it about here, and they started to swing it over. This was about 2 hours ago. So this actually was very fortunate that this all cleared, so it was really good. Is that at the beginning? No, they'll go right away here, and then we can go through this. I'm just kind of expediting the process here a bit. Hopefully that'll move really quickly. Okay. Oh, they zoom back, and I think they're about to turn it. And come on, turn. There we go. All right. In motion. All right. I'm going to pause it right there. Right there. Coming down in the hill, we see a lot of smoke. And that is a hot spot, you guys. And nobody can say that that's a moss fire, because there is no moss. Hey, what happened to the screen? Let's try that again. Oh boy. Okay, let's get back there. I think this might be about where it is. I think it was me rubbing on the screen too much there. Anyway, like I say, that is not a moss fire. Okay, so that's something that we do have to kind of take into account here. And as we back up a little bit, because I moved it, there's Ragnar right there. You don't see anything around it. You don't see any splatter coming out of it. I just want to move it back a little bit, because we moved it to a different location here. So hang on. Try to go forward a little bit so we can look at Ragnar. And since we can see it there, let's have an actual look at it. We do see a helicopter flying in the background, and we don't see any. There's that chopper, but we don't see any lava here at this point in time, and I have not yet seen any lava there, so I'm kind of wondering what is going on. But now, having looked at that area, you see there are areas of smoke in the front, So we are seeing that there are hot spots. That is no doubt. And I wouldn't argue that or anything like that. Anyway, I'm going to let that go back. I'm going to back this up a little bit more. Sorry, guys. All right. So, yeah, we backed up a little too far here, I think. Let me get it to the right spot. All right, so there's Ragnar. If I let it play, it's moving to the back. This is Theater Hill right here. You see all that smoke in the back in Geldingadarle. But you also see this smoke right here behind Ant Hill. And that is the kind of suspect because we can't see back there. Are we getting a hot spot just on the other side of Ant Hill? And that is something that I'm wondering, because we see that smoke, and that is not just condensation, but that looks like pretty heavy smoke. So that is something to consider when we're looking at this. And remember, out in the back, on the back portions here, is where we had that moss fire, alleged moss fire, for safety purposes. So we have alleged smoke happening behind Ant Hill, and we have alleged smoke that we can see very well. And then also over in Geldingadarle, we have quite a bit of smoke. That whole area is hot. So makes you wonder. And then we see a smoke coming out of Ragnar, and smoke in front, and this smoke down here in the valley. And it really, really makes a guy wonder, where is all the heat at? It was a moss fire for sure. That's what caused it. That is the puzzle. Yeah, pretty good. Good. Anyway, all right. It was. Yeah, I'm just trying to reread that. It was a moss fire for sure. It's what caused it. That is the puzzle. Okay, it's what caused it is what's the puzzle. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Anyway, getting you back to the lava. So, looking at that, it is really, really kind of odd and weird, and makes a person wonder what's going to happen in our future here at in Geldingadarle and those other places. Hey Trev, welcome, and hi Dr. Fox. It's Siggy having a barbecue. Oh, Siggy's behind on the backside of Ant Hill. I guess that would be the sunny side of Ant Hill, having a barbecue. All right, that makes sense. It's all fun, you guys. I certainly hope that we don't get clouded out here. That would be a real shame. Did they turn that other camera yet? No, still stuck looking up to the north. And that they lost connection to it somehow at 17:45. But at least they lost connection while I was looking to the back there. And when we look, there is supposed to be a hot spot just behind this hill. And that's where all the earthquakes were happening, in just 2 wards, Kaleer. So just beyond this little ridge here is where majority of those little quakes were going on, and just so you know that. And as says lava tubes. Yep, there would be some old lava tubes in there for sure, and they may not necessarily themselves be hot. What? I fell over a jellyfish earlier, which puts my hand-eye coordination in a context. All right, but it was your feet that caused that problem. So, what's your hand got to do with it, Irish? Never mind. Let's try not to explain that. Okay, that's all good. Oh boy. Anyway, getting back to our volcano. Here, of course, is our long-range shot that we're looking at the Kalir down here in the middle, of course, that's it there, and our fissure there, and Maradallier Valley in the foreground, where the lava has actually reached the other side in two lobes here, and that is pretty good. So we do have quite a bit of lava going there, and pretty awesome. And John Raper says too much information. Yeah, yeah, too much. It really is. Anyway, I'm going to try to turn on a video here. Hopefully I've got the right one that I'm turning on. And hang on, that's not the right one. This one might be. And earlier, I do believe it was Grandma B pointed out something very interesting in this shot. And I had noticed it too, and it looked like there was an airplane sitting right there in that shot. And I had to go investigate, of course, and because it really did look like a little airplane after it was shut down and everything. The rotor was sitting just right to make it look like a very small aircraft and some kind of a small airplane, and had to look. So I'm hoping this is the right footage. There we go. We'll let that play. Let's see, is it playing? Hang on. I got to make sure it's playing. No, that's not the right one. Why is it? Oh, there comes the little chopper. Okay, you can see the chopper coming in and doing a big circle over the valley there. And yeah, that's Sandra. That's the first thing that came to my mind. It's Talk Air doing his stuff. And and honestly, that was the first thing I thought of when I seen that there. And I'm going, Talk Air, Talk Air Iceland Airlines is expanding, and that was pretty funny when I actually thought about that. So you know, the fact that that's what came to mind. And there you can see the little whirlybird on the right-hand side. He's coming back in, and he's actually going to land on that little hill. And that was kind of cool to see. But just the way he had landed there was, the angle and everything, when you looked at it, it looked like a little airplane, not a helicopter, because when the rotors were stopped, of course, it was looking as exactly that. Johnny Ritchie, yeah, we figured this is got to be one of Talk Air's choppers in there. Anyway, when I first seen it, I thought maybe it was one of those very short, what do they call it, VTOL aircraft. Very, okay, yeah, very short takeoff and landing, anyway, whatever it is. But yeah, it was pretty cool to see that. Now, I did do a little zoom in on it here, so that'll play right away. There you go. Yeah, a VTOL style craft, and they can land those things. That would be ample runway there for them to land one of them on. So pretty cool. They usually only need about 25 feet on an uphill slope. It's pretty awesome to watch some of those guys. A little scary, vertical takeoff and landing. Almost, yep. And most rotary craft are like that, but the guys that do those very, very short, stall is what they call them, the stall aircraft. And they do very, very short little takeoff runs. And I think the record is something like 9 feet or something for a takeoff and 11 feet for landing or something crazy like that. But anyway, it's just awesome to watch these guys do that with their aircraft. And it's just awesome, really. Anyway, yeah, there it is. It's kind of parked now with the rotor still. And when you're looking at it, you'd almost think it looked like a little bit of an airplane. But anyway, here I did have it zoomed in a little bit. You can see it going in there a little bit better. But it is definitely a helicopter, so the question has been resolved. And no, there are no strange airplanes landing. So that is pretty cool. Easy to slip on a jellyfish on a deck. Just don't. Oh, it was on deck. Interesting. Yep. I hope you didn't hurt yourself, Irish. You've gone through too much already. And Mr. JJ2K and looking. Yep, and that's the chopper. Everybody get to the chopper. Anyway, I just figured I'd share that with you guys so you could see, and we took a little bit of that mystery out. I propose we all plan a trip to Iceland for January 2023. Gives us time to save and prepare. We can all meet up for those interested. What do you think? I'm not going to get into that for right now. Thank you for the 5-minute warning, Piggy. I got too many other things on mind to worry about that at this point. So, like one of them is getting a job. Okay. The other thing is, okay, let's carry on with looking at our other views here. Okay, that camera's still stuck. They are panning this one around again. So let's look. We still see the smoke down there. We do still see up in the top. Oh, hang on. That's not live. My bad. Let me put it back to live so we get a real picture. There we go. I was wondering why that got so much better looking all of a sudden. All right, we'll leave it there. And yeah, January. Nothing like catching it when it's in the rainy season. Well, hang on. That's the summer. Boy, I hope we are not going to lose our visibility here. That would really bite. But not much we can do if it does go, you guys. So it is pretty cool, though, to see what's going on there in Iceland. And we do like it. And that is awesome. Okay. January, yeah, burr. Yeah, January is kind of a cold, mind you. Depends on where you live, okay? In January, if I come from here, it's probably going to be 40 below here and get to a balmy minus 3 or 4 in Iceland. That'll be much warmer, yes, but still a little bit on the curious side there. So, hey, Ray Scott, welcome. I'm glad to have you on board. And let's see, did I miss anyone else? We got Ariane is back as well. Trek 15 in the house. Welcome, you guys. And looking, we got Kevin earlier. There we go. Sherry, we got Oz, we got Ilona. Welcome back. And UFO and JB. I don't know. Could be. Anyway, Husky Mum, welcome back. Gary Grant also in here. Let's talk about volcanoes and estimates when and if it may enter the ocean. That is an interesting concept or quirk, but when and estimate when it's going to hit the ocean, about 6 or 7 months by the time it gets out there, roughly. Once it gets out of Meridalia, it's only got about 5 kilometers to go. And it's going to take a while. So, yeah, unfortunately, our view is history, and that is kind of bites, you guys. And I knew that was going to happen. Anyway, I'll show you this little bit of video. This, of course, was from last night, and we will show you last night, this morning, while we had visibility, and this is what our lavally stuff looked like. Now, remember the shot you just looked at, and remember the back of the cone area. you see how much of a difference there is? How much smaller this is when you're looking on the screen now in comparison to what we had there? I'm a neologist and can confirm Piggy has nice knees. Oh boy, oh boy, there we go. Neologist. First time I heard that one. Way to go, Irish monk. Oh, Mr. Pillar, and what? I just subscribed. Thank you. I do appreciate that. I like this channel commentary and multiple views on a video or on the volcano. Well, we certainly try, but we do have this other thing that comes into play, and that's called weather, and it's unfortunate it happens, and we don't get to see too much at all. And sometimes we end up having to go in and use what we call the canned lava for a little while. Those cans, by the way, are asbestos cans with special porcelain containers there, and they stay cold on the outside, so it's all good. But yeah, canned lava, you guys, and it is what it is. Bananapus says I'm a phreologist, and both poles have nice freeze. Yeah, sure. Oh, you forgot to put the S in there, or Z, freezologist. So all good, all good. But anyway, you guys, it is time for me to go take a break. So for those good people who are enjoying the stream, I'm glad that you are. I just want to get my things on the screen here so we don't get any confusion about when this was from, and that way we'll get it on there. This is file footage from this morning, very early, so it is lovely to see, though, very lovely. Anyway, I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. If you are enjoying the stream, please do hit that like button if you haven't done so already. Also, if you can, hit that subscribe button if you're wanting to get in here and chat. We do have it set on that you need to be subscribed for at least 1 minute. And that is due to getting in these spam things that come in here, basically spam links with pornography and dating and all kinds of stuff, so we have to keep that stuff out. And that is kind of the way it is, unfortunately, and we have to deal with it. Also, just a quick reminder, maximum 5 emojis at a time, no more than that. And also, please keep it in the English language. I don't mind Icelandic in here. It is their country, after all, that we're looking at. But I ask for the most part that we do try to speak English. That way everyone can understand each other, and that works pretty well. And on that note, I am going to go take a break. So I'm your host, DrFox2000. I'll throw some music on, and I'll be back in a little while. And too bad you can't eat those jellyfish, eh? I'll be back, you guys. there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That was Boogie Woogie Bad by Audionautics. And it can be found on your wonderful YouTube library. Thank you, everyone, and glad to be back. And got some more lava rolling there for you. Pretty awesome. Thank you, everyone. Bullet music is great as far as I am concerned. It is. It's fun. Anyway, welcome and welcome back to all of you wonderful people. And hopefully that does make your feet want to kind of jump up and down and your fingers tap a little. It certainly does for me, and even though I hear it all the time. So thank you, Alba Girl, Grandma B, Sue Hayes, Piggy, and all of the rest that welcome me back, like Wormhand, and let's see, who else said that? Kevin Haynes. All of you. Thanks. Do appreciate it, and glad we are here. So, of course, I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, and you are watching VolcanoX live stream. This is file footage, and this was from very early this morning, Iceland time. Is this live lava? No, not right now. We will turn that off, and I think our view is kind of sort of back, and we'll take a look here if we pause that video, and I pause it. There we go, and we will turn that off, and we should have we got the other video. Let's turn no, hang on, there we go. That's back to live. Let me get rid of that other thing there that says file footage. Oh my god, what am I clicking on here? Missed the click, you guys. There we go. That is what it looks like right now, live. Yeah, hard to see, but that's why I switched over to the other footage, just to kind of show you what's going on. And of course, when you're looking at this shot, remember what I was mentioning about the backside there in the other can footage. This is much higher in here now, a lot higher. And I see that rock has moved over a little bit more and snuggled right up to that back wall. So maybe it is trying to build itself into a cone, but it's got a long ways to go, because the west side here is completely open, and this thing is bubbling away fairly violently. So the likelihood of us seeing something build up in the very near future is going to be very minimal. Okay, it's not going to build a cone. If anything, it will start to raise the edges here a little bit, and oh good, it's clearing just a tad, just in time. Anyway, the edges all the way around that you see here, they are kind of building up a little bit of a dam all the way around it. And if this gets another surge, fills up, creates a little bit taller dam, and then drains back off again, and keeps doing that repeatedly, we will get a very large caldera here for this particular event. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. This thing could do a lot of things yet. It could make itself a small little tight cone, but I'm betting it's going to try to keep it nice and big, and we will end up seeing the flow come off of that side and continue down here into a Meridalia for the most part, for a while, and that is what I'm guessing. So not guaranteed. Hey, it even cleared over here, and that is live. That is excellent. Clouds lifted, yay. What about this camera? Darn, still pointed the wrong way. Unfortunately, they have not got connection back to it yet. And here is our long-range shot here. K-Lear in the background here. And of course, there's our vent. There it is, flowing into Meridalia in various different paths. Over here, we had some very large outflow into that spot earlier in the morning, and then of course, if you're looking here, you can see it has made it all the way across the valley already. So there is quite a bit of a flow that has successfully made it to the other side. But this is the exit area here. It would have about 15 to 30 meters to climb, so the level would have to get a lot higher in the valley here before it would exit and then flow to the south, and that could take a lot of time for this to build up to that degree, if it will even make it out of there. But it's certainly going to try, and I think what we're going to see is this area build up, and even just looking at it right now, it has already built up quite a bit. So that is very, very interesting, and we're going to see it go even more. No, won't reach Nat Hagi. No, it's not going to go to Nat Hagi unless it somehow manages to climb up the hill here. So it's definitely going to go around on the eastern side of the ridge. So we are up here on the Big Ram. It's going to go on the eastern side of the Big Ram, and we'll actually take a look at that. We can look at that on the map, the earthquake map. So let's take a look, and we'll go over there. By the way, we can look at the earthquakes while we're there too. How about that, you guys? Earlier this morning, I have this thing set on 12 hours. So earlier we had a 4.13 quake over here, Krusevik area, and that definitely is a hot spot as well. So we could indeed see another fissure open up over there, same as over in the other areas. But I wanted to show you the other map here and give you an idea of where the flow would go if it came out. So here's the Big Ram, and of course when we zoom in a little bit more, here you can see that outcropping where it would flow, and this is actually you can see the pattern that's already dumped in here of the fresh lava on this particular map, and you can bring that map up yourself. That is of course one of the ones that we have on file, and I can't remember if this is one or earthquake. No, sorry, it wouldn't be. Yeah, earthquake or earthquake 2 or earthquake 3, one of the three. Anyway, you see how far it's gotten, and you see it's pretty much right up against the wall already. But it would flow out there, and then it would look and seek the low areas. So it would end up going down into the lower areas. There's a couple paths through here. It might be through here. It might flow down this way and then come out here. So there are options for it to do that. And unfortunately, the smoke is obscuring it. So it's very difficult to see. But that is a long way down to the ocean. Okay. So we've got a few kilometers to go after it fills up the area, and I don't think it's going to happen very, very quickly. And again, the fissure is up in this corner, so that gives you a pretty good idea where it is. And yes, it's widened this out a little bit here as well, so because of the level slowly going up, and it's a little bit wider in here now, but that's all good. And these vents that were going up the side of the hill are no longer firing. They have basically shut down for now. So we've got what looks like the three, so that medium-sized guy, the big guy, and the tiny one on the end. And you can see where this rock is now over here. Okay, and that rock floated and floated over here and is pretending to be the back corner of the backstop, I guess, or whatever you want to call it, the start of the cone. So there's a little more zoomed in there. That's as good as we get resolution-wise, I guess. But yeah, that rock somehow made its way all the way over here and is parked right in here now. So that is actually pretty cool and pretty neat, you guys. And hey, Gary, why are you going shh? On and off. Anyway, okay. No, it shouldn't be on and off. We should be working fairly well. My audio should be coming through. If there's a problem with that, I hope not. Mike Wright says, Dr. Fox, I think it will slowly build a cone that will fill and then spill out. But then it will have to start filling the valley from scratch. And you know, it's going to be interesting to see what it actually does, because if it does fill up to the point, and again, if we think about how, and actually I was going to say, we can take a look at where it's coming out of Ragnar originally. Now we know that for a while it was coming out of Ragnar up here on the north, and then we had actually from the thing going to the south here for a long time, and then it was up in the this side as well, and then of course the final path was kind of between a mix between multiple different directions here. Now if that is going to happen, that happens over there in this area, that's going to be very fascinating to see which way this will actually come out. What we will probably see is the merger of these three, and this little guy, I think, well, if it gets hot enough in here, if this increases a little bit, that will get it hot enough to burn out whatever's in between here, and that will all become one, and then it's just a matter of this guy getting going. And now, since that rock is no longer in the way, that could burn through too, and we can definitely get something happening. And what I'm saying about the outflows, here's a good example of the dam building it does, and there's an outflow right there. So once it gets over a certain height and pressure on the material, it just pushes through and then pours out, and that's what we have. Right now this is still a fairly low spot, so we're going to see a more flow into that area. Same thing with the edges here. All that area, that is still fairly low, and you can definitely see the outlines of the dam that it has built itself, even in this shot. And of course, the other one that we were just looking at is slightly different. Hey, while we're here, let's have a look at the harmonic tremor chart, and we'll have a quick peek at that. There's that 4.1 quake that we've seen. I haven't refreshed since, and we'll take a look at what it looks like now. There we go. We see our activity actually a little bit down on the end here, but still holding up very well as far as levels. And I'm hoping that this is not something that is going to happen too often, and we do see a few low spots here every once in a while. So hopefully this little tick doesn't mean anything. We'll see what happens. Hopefully it'll continue on a steady or upward climb, and we can go from there. So pretty awesome, you guys. Anyway, that is Fragile Fjell's harmonic tremor chart. If you wish to bring that up, you type in rumble chart into the chat, and I can actually do that. Rumble chart. There we go. Hey, Joseph Fields Official, welcome. I'm glad to have you on board. And anyway, there is the rumble chart. So all cool and awesome. And if you guys want to have a look, there's also the drum high pass chart there as well, if you want to look at it, the drum plot. And it's all in one neat little package. Well, two different links, but they are there. And other people popping in here as well. Stephen Foster is on board, and let's see who else I got in here. Another Siggy, but that's not our Siggy from the other place. Just came in. How's overspill at Meridalia? We were in a situation of no view. Right now we're discussing the harmonic tremor chart. Jack Straw, Lava Burger, no. Okay, see the cone comment, that's all right. Matt Gent, welcome, and going back up here. Anita, welcome as well. Glad to have you on board. And if there's others here that I missed names, don't panic. We do appreciate you. Yvonne is also here, and that's Borlengi. I hope I said that right, and that is all awesome. Okay, so let's get back to the other one. I wanted to look back at the earthquakes here for a minute, as soon as I can find where the heck I left it. Earthquakes, earthquakes, earthquakes. They all look alike, and I had to restart everything again, and I see why I can't find it. It was zoomed in, looked like a volcano picture. Anyway, there we are on the Reykjanes Peninsula. Of course, just to give you a little heads up, there's your Keflavik Airport, Keflavik, Reykjanesbær, Yardvik, and then of course down here is Grindavik, the Blue Lagoon, and the power plant right beside it. And we did have this 3.0 out here, and that happened at 4:25 a.m. today. And of course, that is 6.2 kilometers down. It says it is a 3 in magnitude, and this is a 1.6, 6.5 kilometers down. Happened on the 6th, so yesterday at 20:05. And then we have a 2.1 that was there as well, 6.2 kilometers down, 2.1. And yesterday's as well from 20:01. I'm not going to bother with the other one. Thing is, those are down very deep, so we're not going to worry about them so much. You can't see the map. I clicked it. Darn. I knew it was still on the Rumble chart. I clicked it. It didn't go. There we go. Now we got it. So all right, at least I didn't get too far. We can back up, and there's that 3.0. Anyway, there's the airport. There's Keflavik Airport, Yardvik, Reykjanesbær, and then of course I went a Blue Lagoon power plant and Grindavik. Okay, are we back on? Dr. Fox, break after. Break after break. Are you sending Krakens out again? All right. Anyway, there's that 3.0, you guys. So that was from today. The other ones were from yesterday. Not going to worry about those right now. Nothing major around Grindavik, so that looks pretty safe. But that is where we are at. And we'll take a look after the break and see what else we've got cooking here at the Krusevik area, and then it'll be awesome. Let me see if we can get back onto a camera, and what do we got? Oh, that one's no good. How about that one? That one's not bad. That one's still looking to the north, and I think I will leave you on this one, and if it does disappear, I will definitely switch it over, and I prefer to leave it live, but I will switch to canned lava if we run out of visibility. So please don't go away. Lots more show to come. I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. If you haven't hit that like button yet, now is a good time to do it. It's the best way to support the stream, most economical, and it doesn't take much effort to do it. So kindly help us out. Oh boy. Yeah, it looks like we're not going to have good visibility right now. I think I will put our canned lava on, so for the break. And of course, this was from earlier, and that was earlier in the day today, very early in the day today. Let's see if I can get that on. Why is that not going? Come on, turn on. There we go, and it is playing. All right, I'm gonna go take that break. Be good, play nice in the lava, and I will be back. This is canned footage. I should put that little thing back on. I did. Why is it not showing? Oh, I see. That one is a newer one. Copy, remove, paste, and there we go. Okay, so that way there's no confusion. Anyway, I'll be back in a few minutes, you guys. Keep smiling, and it's all good. And there we go. I am back. Welcome or welcome back, everyone. I'm glad to have you all on board. And thank you for the welcome backs from Alba and Sue, and you're back. Dr. Fox, I hear you. Excellent. Thank you, Piggy. And let's see, Sharon Stewart also says, I hear you, Dr. Fox. All right. DJ says, welcome back. So does Phil. Thank you, guys. And Sandra waving. And thanks, Sandra. And we never left. All right, Lizoid, I'm glad you didn't. That is really important to keep the stream going. And Ariane, thank you. And welcome or welcome. Yeah, welcome back. Thanks and welcome. There we go. It's a nice lava river, and yes it is. It's getting awful foggy there again, unfortunately, but hey, not much we can do about that, so we will live with what we've got, and no worries. Anyway, you guys, it is going into our second hour here, so we all know what time it is, and it is bacon seed time, right? Of course it's bacon seed time. Everybody wants bacon seeds, but first we're going to have a look at Piggy's sty and see what Poppet the Kraken is up to. And I know Poppet has been working very hard lately, and I'm sure Poppet is standing guard and waiting for us and ready to pounce and prowl at any thing that comes along. So let's go have a look and see what Poppet is doing. Oh, well, is that cat okay? Oh, that is Poppet laying in front of the fan, apparently, according to Piggy, and that is, it is all too funny. When Piggy sent me that picture, first thing I thought is, oh no, poor Poppet died. But no, he's laying in front of the fan trying to keep cool. Poppet ate my shoelaces. All right, Irish monk, that's it. It's okay. That's just how cats roll, and that is awesome. And thank you, Piggy, for sending that one in. That is too cool. Okay, let's get back into some bacon seeds here, because I know we've got some somewhere. So thank you, Piggy, for being awesome and sending these in. And of course, this is where we left off yesterday, where it said, I'm not baking. No, you're not baking anything. You're just absolutely cute. Anyway, let's get on. Here we got a whole herd of bacon seeds. I'm not sure how many there are. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Looks like at least a dozen, maybe 13 in there. I think there might be 13. I'm not 100% sure. Wow, what a scene of lava. Yeah, we're looking at bacon seeds. I see 13. Yep, Juliet says 13. And it is bacon. And really cool. All right, next one, as somebody is loving their little bacon seeds, and look at the smiles. You know, everybody's got smiles in that picture. That is awesome. Not sure who that person is, but they got their bacon. And they're mini pocket pigs, and that is cute, you guys. Spotted little fella, and that is awesome as well. I love it. Thank you, Piggy, for sending these. And here's one that looks like he's ready to go out, and that would be good. Mars 2028 says, I've got to get back to work, and just wanted to let you know Sakurajima is going berserk before I leave. Okay, well, we will have a quick peek over at Sakurajima when we get done with our bacon seeds. How about that? So thanks for passing that along. Here's our next little bacon seed, and yes, this is where everybody can go, aww, look how tiny that little guy is, you guys, and that is really, really small. wanders home from Kos to Adulan barefooted. Ah, ah. Oh, there you go. Okay. Anyway, a wonderful little bacon seed, you guys. Very, very tiny. So teeny, teeny weeny. Yep, yeah, absolutely gorgeous little thing. And you can hardly wait till they grow up. And I think the butterfly outfit was a little bit too much for this little one. It was a heavy burden. Those wings were too much and couldn't fly. And yep, that is very, very nice and love it. Okay. Anna Wallner, Anna, if you want to maybe check, make sure that you are actually live on the button. You might be back a little bit because we're already moved on well beyond pop it. So maybe somebody type in there, Anna, push your button to bring you up to live, just to make sure. And that would be good. And of course, our last little bacon seed for today. And there we go. That's what we've got. So that is awesome. And that is bacon seeds for you. And that is absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous, you guys. So wonderful to see. And that is really, really nice. Now, somebody has said Sakurajima is going absolutely crazy. And well, that's not what's happening. Sakurajima is, it is putting out some stuff, but I don't call that crazy. Anyway, let's pop over to Sakurajima for a minute and take a look. This is what it is doing right now. We do see some gray smoke coming out of there, and that is all right. And hopefully that will be okay. I don't know if there was anything going really crazy here. I'll back up a little bit and try to see. This is about 15 minutes ago, 14 minutes ago, and this is when it started pluming up a little bit. Not very quickly. Let's go ahead 5 seconds at a time. And yeah, a lot of cloud going by there, but it is erupting. Not overly nasty like though. Let's see, I'm going ahead again a little bit more to see exactly how much is coming out. We do have a little bit more coming out as I'm advancing the film or video 5 seconds at a time here. And it does look like it's getting darker there, so perhaps a little bit more material, and definitely throwing some stuff out. I don't see any lava fountains though yet, and I'm going to go 10 seconds at a time here just to have a quick look and see. We're really not seeing any lava or anything, and oh, here comes another billow, and we'll see if we have anything else popping out of there. So don't see anything yet. That is out of the extraordinary factors here, but we do see it is billowing up and throwing out quite a bit of ash and very, very dirty smoke into the air. So yeah, just going 10 seconds at a time here. Here's a little bit more of the dirty stuff, but still not seeing anything major coming out of it. No streams, no high ejecta. So it is, it's doing a Sakurajima one. Sometimes though, this volcano will actually produce some very, very heavy outputs, and literally like major uptick in output. So it is worthwhile to keep an eye on it, and we've seen that before, so that is pretty awesome. Anyway, that's kind of we're back to live there on that view. Going back to this one, this is live as well in Sakurajima. The ice cream boats are here, by the way. It's 6:18 a.m. There in Japan, and that is what we're seeing right now from Sakurajima. The other angle here has a little bit of cloud in front, and then of course that is part of that plume. So really nothing too major happening there, but I mean it did spit out a little bit of dust and dirt and grime and ashes, but we will see what happens, and we'll go from there. I want to get us back over to our volcano and have a look and see what it is doing. And of course, still a little bit on the foggy side over there, trying to check the other views. This one, of course, a little bit clearer than the other one because it's looking through the lower clouds. This one is up a little bit higher, looking at a different angle, and that is showing pretty decent though, so not too bad to be able to actually see that, and we like it. And let's see, I want to check the other views. That guy's still stuck, and of course this is our entire valley view, and of course you see the cloud in there. So that's kind of what we're seeing there right now, and hopefully things will improve, and this shot will get a little bit better again for us. For right now though, it does look pretty good, and we are not bad off. And let's see, what else we got in here. That's neat. Thanks for the info. All right, you're welcome. And you know, when somebody tells you, hey, it's shooting off at one of the volcanoes, you do want to have a look and see, and you know exactly what it is doing. And of course, if you don't check, you don't know, right? So that's what we did. Getting a little cloudy there on that camera. I'm just wondering where that cloud is, because on this one, and this is live, showing 21:21 for time. What time is it on? Oh, it's, yeah, it must be coming in very close to it here somewhere. Getting a smoke coming right by it. I'm not 100% sure exactly where they've got this camera mounted, but it seems to see a little bit more cloud than the other ones does. So still a wonderful shot though, and I love it, and I praise MBL for their location here, because it's actually very interesting and nice to be able to see the physical size and the eruption and the outflow all in one shot. Very cool and awesome looking. So they're cleared up again, and that's how quickly it can go from nothing to pretty much excellent view, or pretty good anyway. And I like it. Let's see what else we got on the agenda here, other than lava. Looking for input. Anyway, I'm trying to look at what we've got going on here. So we got, what do we got? 212 people in the chat right now. Thank you everyone for being here. I do appreciate that. I do have the video posted up in the top in blue. That's the little time lapse I made. It's only a couple minutes long there. If you didn't have a look at it yet, you might want to consider doing that. Also, some of the other stuff that we want to keep looking at. We looked at that little helicopter landing. That was kind of cool. What else? Well, still nothing on the other camera. Nope, stuck. This one is not a bad view. And oh, look, we got light. Looks pretty awesome. The cloud looks like it is maybe starting to clear. That would be really good. So let's see. What did Irish Monk say? Dr. Fox 213 as one goat is here. Oh, okay. 213. All right. I'll be okay with that. I'm glad you got that one goat there. That is important. And What is that goat's name, by the way? I'm sure you've named it. What is it? Is it Jameson? Jameson? Yeah, never mind. Oh, you guys, I gotta have a little fun. So, hey, Tetra is in the house. Welcome, Tetra. And oh, you named it Ernie. Ah, cool. All right. Yeah, I kind of remember that, but I didn't know which one you had there. So Jameson is not there, only the Ernie goat. All right. And I'm sure the other one's called Billy, right? And you call it Billy Goat? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Anyway, you guys, I hope you're enjoying this. And yeah, it is nice to be able to see this live. Unfortunately, we are seeing a lot of other stuff in the way here, like clouds, and again, still stuck camera. Not so good when you're trying to put on a show and talk about it. I really wanted the other side and be able to see it. Thank you for the 5-minute warning, Piggy. That is awesome. Okay, I did have another video here somewhere, and I wanted to show that one as well, but I don't know where I stuck it, and that is kind of weird. It was my purple lava last night when we were looking at it. The stuff coming out there was, in fact, looking very, very purplish, and oh, hang on, that's the wrong one. I'm trying to load it up here, so we'll find it. But it was really kind of neat. Let's see if I have it in here somewhere. Searching, and I'm pretty sure I named it Purple Lava. It's in here somewhere. I don't know if I actually created it. Oh, I did. There we go. Okay, so let's see if we can get this going here. This is from last night. Oop, make that a little bit bigger. There we go. And you see how that flow was coming out of there. And of course, when the clouds or exhaust or smoke from the lava was actually coming towards us, it would turn it purple. And that looked pretty awesome, you guys. And so, you know, there was people making comments saying it's purple lava. Well, it's not really the lava, it's just the smoke is turning that way. And yep, psychedelic colors. And it looked pretty wild. So just thought I'd throw that in for you guys so you could see what it is. And yeah, lots of fun. And of course, it looks pretty awesome. And there we go. So just a short little one, and wanted you guys to see that. Hopefully you enjoyed that. And I think that is about it for right now. I am going to go take a break, and we are very close to break time. So also I'm probably going to let's see, put it on one of the other camera views for right now. Actually, I think I'll leave it on this one for right now, since it is fairly good. And then when it swings over, we'll be able to see what's going on over at Ragnar, as well as in Geldingadarle, and to the west, Fragerelfjall's original top layers there. See if it's still smoking on the other side, as well as behind Anthill, and of course Theater Hill. So we'll take a look and see what happens. If it turns too dark here, I will definitely throw some canned lava on in the meantime, and that will be that'll work just to cover and make sure that we always have something on the screen. Hey, King Colin Deadman made it in, and are you thoroughly baked on both sides? Hopefully you got all the spots, and that while you weren't laying there, while you were laying there, nobody took a couple of coins and set them on your chest, and then now you have 2 bare spots. No, never mind. That's funny. Okay, I'm going to leave it there, you guys. Be good, and thank you all for being here so far. And we will continue on with the show after I finish with the break. For all of you who are in here that have not yet hit that like button, please help us out. It is the easiest, best, and cheapest way to support the stream. And of course, we really do appreciate if you do hit that like button. That would be really, really nice. And also, if you're sitting on the sidelines or you're trying to chat and you're finding you can't get in and chat, you do have to be subscribed in order to be able to chat. We have that feature on because of the spam that has been happening, and hopefully that will stop some of it from getting in here, although it has only been partially effective. We'll definitely have to keep it on for now, but we'll see what happens in the near future. All right, you guys, I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. I will be back in about 5 minutes or so. Keep smiling and play nice in the lava fields, and I'll be back soon. Thanks. right, ladies and gentlemen, I have the microphone back on. So welcome back. And Picky says, welcome back, Mr. Foxy, Dr. Fox 2000. All right. And Sue Hayes also says, welcome back. Thank you. And Fiona, what? You'll drink from the bottle. I prefer to use a glass. All right. Thanks to Kevin and Duchess of Elements for the welcome backs. That's awesome. Irish Monk says something about 5 days, 10 hours, 44 minutes. To Phil Maradalier, if current flow rate continues. And I don't believe you. Oh, I think it's going to take a little more than 5 days, but we'll see what happens, and we'll go from there. Thank you, Anna Wallner, and also Trevor. Glad that you popped in. And sorry, spell check again. Yeah. You mean it's auto incorrect is what it is, John. It's auto incorrect. It works wonders. Mine does exactly the same thing. Keeps us going, and that is a lot of fun. Let's see. What was I going to do? I think we were supposed to go take a tour around the world here really, really quickly and have a look and see what we've got in these other places. I'm not sure how that's going to work out very well, but we'll try really, really quick and go from there. So popping over to the Azores, and of course there we are seeing one of the harbors all lit up down in the bottom here, and part of a small town. You can kind of sort of see some lights off in the distance, and this is a strait, that's water in between here, and that is Pico Island. We are on the island of São Jorge. And up in the top corner, if it was light, you'd be able to see it. And the next island, Fayal Island up there. So that's where we are at. Just popping over to the other one. I use this one to judge how much action we've got in the ocean here by looking down here and seeing how much waves we got. And those are pretty big waves splashing in there. And I would recommend that you don't go out boating if you've got a very small boat. A big yacht, maybe like, 200-meter job. I'm sure everybody's got one of those. And that would be pretty cool. Anyway, moving on, here's a different harbor shot from a different harbor further to the east. We can see a boat is anchored there and one down here and some smaller vessels in the background in the shelter of the harbor. So it looks pretty awesome. And let's get over to our charts here and have a look and see what we've had for earthquakes today. And unfortunately, not many. 1.6 at 9:53 a.m. Today, and that is it for St. George, and nothing else on the books. If we look at the larger map here from the other guys, and that is volcanodiscovery.com, of course, we only see the one quake registered, 1.6. It is a surface quake. I don't need to bring that other chart up. We do see where it is, and it is right there, you guys. So on St. George, and really there's nothing more there. So let's leave the Azores and pop over to our wonderful Popocatépetl real quick and have a look and see what it is doing. And Popocatépetl was busy for a while, and this morning it was throwing out some plumes, and I'm trying to get you to the right spot right about here. And we usually don't see this one throwing out too much material as of late, but I will advance this 5 seconds at a time here and kind of expedite it a little bit. We see an increase in a few puffy clouds there, and maybe we'll give it 10 seconds at a time here. There we go. And whoop, I should play. There we go. and see if we can get it going. There we go. All right. So this is what we noticed this morning, and this was at 8:10 a.m. their time in Mexico, and it did plume up a little bit, and of course we don't see this one throwing out really dark ash like that too often, but it wasn't a very speedy or high output type event, so likely not going to see any volcanic lightning or anything like that, but it is still pushing out, and definitely a lot of debris, ash, and whatever else coming out of there. So that is from Popocatépetl, and that is about 70 kilometers south of Mexico City, and that guy is definitely doing its thing. So don't mind looking at that a little bit, and I thought it was kind of cool. Wanted to share that with you guys. Hopefully that is okay, and I don't want to sit here forever looking at it. It's kind of slow moving. You can still get to it if you actually go and have a look, and I'll drop the link, and you guys can take a look yourselves if you want. So for Popocatépetl, there it is, and the time on there, 8:12 a.m. is what you want to take a look at if you want to do that. I'm going to put that back. Actually, let's advance it just a little bit and see if it really had too much more or anything. Well, a little bit more coming out of there, and then some white smoke started billowing up as well. So that's kind of what we were seeing from Popocatépetl. I'm going to put that back to live. That's what it looks like right now. This is what that one was earlier, but also when the little eruption happened, we see it on here, and there's some of it coming up there, and looked not bad from this angle too. It's kind of slow, you guys, and not much lava. That's what we look for, no lava. Anyway, I'm going to put it back on live. We'll leave that be. That one's not working, and this, of course, is Fuego down in Guatemala, and Fuego was playing hide and go seek with us, and of course, let me get it onto one of these spots here where we can see it, and it should be right about there, and there you can see it. It's erupting, but it's also in the clouds, so this and it seems to be windy up there. That camera's shaking pretty bad. This was at 13:12 their time, and that is, I believe, the same as Central Time, and that is pretty awesome to see. And if we go back at other times, we don't see it very well until we get back into the earlier morning hours. I'm just trying to find that bigger, there was a couple of bigger eruptions there. This is about 6 hours ago or so, and let's see if we can get that. Whoop, that didn't work. Let's try that again, and right there. Okay, it's hard to put the genie back in the bottle sometimes, but that is what we seen earlier this morning. Now this ejecta is coming out a lot faster, so this would be one, if it was nighttime, we would probably see some sparks there and some volcanic lightning, because it does come out at a lot faster pace. Unfortunately, with that cloud hanging right there, very difficult to see what is really truly going on. And of course, it is very windy there up on the other mountain that the camera is located on. Unfortunately, because this thing is so high and so tall, that camera is somewhere about 9,500 feet, whereas the mountain itself, or Fuego, is 12,300 and is it 46 feet. Last time I checked, they didn't have a new measurement yet, but that is kind of what we're looking at. It did, I'm advancing it here, it did shoot off again a little while later, and again you see how much gray is in there, and that is a pretty good indicator that we are definitely seeing or have a possibility of seeing some pyroclastic lightning happening there, which would be really cool if we could. But unfortunately, I don't see much right now. So that is it for our wonderful Fuego. We're going to put that back to live and carry on. There's our live picture, unfortunately. And next, Merapi. And guess what? You're not seeing Merapi today. And yeah, that's Semeru. And we're not batting 100 here, you guys. So Semeru's out. Very poor. Let's pop back over to Sakurajima in Japan. And it looks like it is continuing to have its little ejecta that it is throwing out. So it has been in an eruptive state. Hopefully it will continue to do that. I'm trying to get over to that page so we can see what else is happening. And where did we go? There we are. All right, gotcha. And quick shot. The ice cream boat is leaving. I hope you got your ice cream. There it goes. Say bye-bye. And that one's out of there. Okay. Anyway, we do see that plume, and that looks pretty awesome coming out of Sakurajima. While we keep going here, Valentine Troll is on his way to Iceland for lava sampling. Yay, Alba! And that is awesome. Glad to hear that. Popping over, and that is the close-up view, of course, of the Sakurajima crater. And we do see it is continuing to throw out clouds of fairly dark ash and stuff like that. So definitely an eruption going on, and that is pretty awesome, you guys. And it's going to be ongoing. Thing is, we don't see much lava coming out of this one. I've seen a couple of times, a few shots here and there, but nothing as of late. Most of these are just, that pyroclastic ash coming out of there. Sometimes with a little bit more get up and go, and other times some very lazy material coming out. And right now it's kind of halfway between, and that's what we're seeing. So pretty cool though, and glad we can see that. Hey, Yona is in here. Welcome, Yona. Glad to have you on board. And next one, Mount Fuji. We don't get to see it because it's hiding in the clouds. Let's back up a little bit just to see. Yep, there it is. And we can see the top of it. And again, still no snow on it, and that is very, very interesting. Like I mentioned before, this is the first time that I've actually seen it like this without snow on it. And that is pretty awesome. And this one, of course, is ASO, and ASO is in the clouds, so we're not going to worry about that. We can't see a darn thing. And moving on, this is also Japan. This is down at Suwanoshijima, and as you can see, we have a little plume coming up, but we are not seeing anything major coming out of it. We'll go back in time a little bit and see if there was anything bigger. And a little bit, but not that much. And let's see if we can get it here so we can see when that plume does come out. And there it is. At 5:22 a.m. it was doing this, and that is pretty cool to kind of see as it shoots that material up a little bit on the slow slide. They only have this thing taking 1 frame per second, so that's what we're looking at. No real heavy-duty video clip here, so I guess that's to try to get the best settings on the camera for nighttime is what they do that for. Slow it down a bit, open the iris up, and that helps for taking those shots. But hey, that's a fresh plume, and that was happening in the wee hours, and obviously it's doing its thing. We like it. And okay, so that is all cool there. Let's go back to this one or that one. Yeah, this one, so I can find it later on. Moving on to our next volcano. I want to make sure it's actually on. So far, it looks like it is not. And maybe it is. Let's see if we can get past the commercials on it, and then we should be able to see it. Oh, it will play after the commercials. I like that they put that commercial in there. You can't skip it or anything. Darn it. Anyway, okay. All right, there we go. And popping over to a Taal volcano, and there's a unique looking Taal feature. Looks like it's a big gun sticking out of the volcano, ready to fire. It's the Bestunken array gun, and they're going to shoot things down. I have no idea. That's pretty awesome looking, though, to see the unique shape of that, you guys. And I don't know what to say. It's really kind of wild looking, if you ask me. But that is Taal, and Taal is definitely continuing to have higher SO2 levels coming off of it from what I heard through the grapevine, and it is getting back to a semi-active state and a lot more steaming and smoking than it had done before. So pretty cool, pretty awesome, you guys. And I think what we'll do is we will pop back over to, let's go have a look. We haven't looked at Yellowstone. Well, I have a quick peek at Yellowstone and see what it is doing. And then we'll have a look there. I do want to see if I can align another one up here and see if that's going to work or not. Oh yeah, that's gonna work. Those cameras are on. Okay, Yellowstone. We've got herds and herds of people there, and that is. Piggy says break time, 2-minute warning. Okay, Piggy. No problem. We will put it back on the volcano shortly. For some reason that stopped. Don't know why. Let's see. Is there a reason? No, it's working. All right. I guess if I'm not on there, it doesn't like me. Anyway, lots of people waiting for Old Faithful to blow her top, but tourism is booming. Yep, that's what happens when you lock everybody away for 2 years. They all want to get out, and we do see that and can appreciate that, you guys. That is awesome. Okay, on that note, I have one more volcano to look at, and that is, of course, Stromboli. And yeah, that big fireball you see up there in the sky here, that is our wonderful moon, and that is pretty awesome. And up top here, a primary vent for Stromboli, also noticeable in the thermals here, and let's see, can I get on it from here? Oh, I need to get onto that page, otherwise I won't find myself. There we go. That is the other one, a little bit more of a peek into the crater, if you will, of where that stuff is coming out. But most of it's actually bubbling on that corner. So that is what is the concern here. So that is pretty cool and awesome. But we don't see Stromboli doing too much. It does have the fire lit, but that is about it. All right, you guys, it is 4 p.m. and what I am going to do, and I said I wasn't going to go all that long with today's stream. I am going to do a half an hour more, and then after that I will be shutting down early today because it's just one of those days. I have some other things to do, like laundry and things like that, unless somebody wants to come over and do it. So while I'm doing the stream, anyway, I doubt that that's going to happen. Anyway, let's put you back into our wonderful Iceland and have a look and see what we can find. And let me get back on that one. That's not bad looking right there. Do want to find the other one though, and let's have a look. That is looking a little bit more dark. Unfortunately, a little bit of cloud in the way. But I do want to point out this right here, and what I kind of mentioned is a little bit of a lava fall, and it's actually turning into a nice little lava fall. I'm going to leave it on this one. Hopefully it'll clear up a little bit. If it goes completely gray, I will switch it over to one of the other views, and then we will progress from there, you guys. But for right now, I am going to take a break, so please don't go away, and we'll be back with more stuff. And yep, Dr. Fox, keeping it real. Thank you. And that is exactly what we try to do here, Colin. And it's so important, and not to mislead or misguide people in any way, shape, or form. Only report what's actually true and factual. And you know, things like when people say, oh, you know, Ragnar itself is throwing out lava, and you know, we're standing there looking, trying to see where it is, and we don't see any. And I kind of feel really disappointed that somebody would do that, and that is just never mind. It's a sore point for me. Anyway, you guys, I'm gonna leave it on here. The other one isn't looking so good, but if you see it come back, you'll know why. And oh, hang on, maybe it will come back right now. Oh, I switched it, and of course, as soon as I did that, we have a cloud coming in. So anyway, don't go away. I'm your host, DrFox2000. Hit that like button if you haven't done so yet. If you're sitting on the sidelines, please do give a shot, and we can give it a sorry. Please hit the subscribe button if you want to chat in there, and go from there. Yeah, that picture is in and out. I'm going to leave it on the other one for right now, and hopefully that'll be enough for the break. Worst case scenario, if you see me switch over to canned lava, you'll know why. All right. But for right now, that is pretty cool. And I will do my thing. And Duchess says, I have a video on Ragnar. You have a video of Ragnar doing what, Duchess of Elements? That is the important part. And I'm trying to figure out, you know, if you say that, is it ejecting lava? Yes or no? That's the important question, okay? Because people are saying that it's erupting like crazy. You're saying yes, okay? Well, how come we haven't seen it every time they swing the camera around? It doesn't appear to be ejecting any lava. And that's why I'm kind of asking, because I've yet, you know, I monitored this quite a bit, and I've yet to see it. So if you have a video up, I will try to go have a look at it. And does your video have date and time on it? That is the important part, so we can see what is going on. Anyway, I'll be back after my break, you guys. Keep smiling and be good, and we'll see what we can find out. Thanks. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I have the microphone back on, and I hope everyone's still hanging with me here. I didn't play the other song. I was busy looking up something and trying to figure out this mystery Lava. Duchess of Elements, are you still in the channel? I want to talk to you very politely here. So, Duchess, if you're here yet, I want to show you something, okay? And I want you to compare some video, and please have a look at your own video if you're still here, Duchess. And it would be a really nice if you're still here. Duchess, are you here? I hope. Maybe she is, maybe she isn't. Okay, anyway, if you guys want to have a look, and I'm not trying to belittle anyone or do anything nasty here, but Duchess, if you are listening, I think you've been duped. Somebody that has posted that video has given you something that is not from the current time era. And I would like you to actually have a quick peek at my video here, and I'm not going to show your video, but I will let you go peruse it yourself. First off, as soon as I seen the video, and that is the one that's dated from August 5th, as soon as I seen the video, I was a little bit suspect because it doesn't show any date or time or anything. Anyway, this is my little 5.4 tremor video that I made up, and I had done this. This was on July 31st. You can see the date and time on the bottom, and of course, what I would like you to take a look at is the back wall of Ragnar. Okay. And you see how choppy it is and how broken up it is, and the angle that we're looking at it from. This is not the same angle as what your camera view is showing, and that camera view is from Theater Hill, whereas this one is from across over on the Big Ram. And the back of what you had shown there has a whole complete back still intact. And that hasn't been intact for a long time. Doc just froze me. Just me? No, I'm not frozen. We should be all right. Doc just froze. Are we still on? Yeah, we're still on. Everybody else still see me okay? Or has something actually frozen up here? Doc, not frozen for me. Okay, good. But anyway, Duchess of Elements, I'm not trying to be rude or nasty or anything like that, but take a look at the angle here. And this is from the Big Ram is where the camera's located and looking across. And you're indicating that there was some lava flow coming out in the front here. And yeah, well, let's not, Matt, let's be nice and not call anybody any names in here. It's just, I want to mention that if you take a look at the back of that video, and I'm going to let mine play here since it is my video, and I'm able to see it. This is just right prior to the shake, and then, of course, the earthquake happened. And we'll see the camera shaking, a couple of glitches there beforehand, but the back is definitely not built up the way that other video is. There's the earthquake, and that is that 5.4, and you see everything kind of dust and rocks and stuff falling and whatever, but the back that was there is still not, it's not there. So that is kind of what we are looking at, and that tells me very quickly that no, Ragnar was not erupting, and I have yet to see it. Duchess of Elements, if you got it from somebody else there, that was trying to pass it off as that. It is not correct. Okay, we have video evidence right there in front of you showing that that is just not going to work. Anyway, well, I'll leave it at that. I'm not going to sit here and harp on it. I do apologize if that embarrasses you a little bit, but I don't like to see wrong or disinformation being thrown out. And it didn't take me very long to realize what was going on. The first thing I looked at was, hey, where did this back wall come from? And I know better because we've been talking about, you know, the way it's chewed up and broken out over time, and that is really, really unique. The proof is in the video. Yep, you got it, and that is all there's to it. So that shake was like, wow, yes, absolutely, Alan. 5.4 is what that was, and they did feel it all over. It was pretty bad. So Duchess, I do apologize if you've been duped by somebody there, but I'm not trying to pick on you or anything. It's just that is just not true and correct. Okay, so that is somebody has misled you, unfortunately, and I don't like that. So by all means, don't feel bad. It happens, and and again, I'm not trying to be a rude guy. It's just we see what's going on. All right, so somebody else is trying to get higher ratings, and apparently they con a lot of people. So when they show that, it's always it's just not good. Anyway, I'm not getting into that. That's somebody else's fight and issue or deal. But it was didn't take very long to figure it out and look at it and go, hey, this isn't right. So all good. Anyway, we are seeing a lovely sight there at our wonderful Siggy Fisher in the northwest corner of Meridalier, not Geldingadalur, but Meridalier Valley, to the north, slightly to, well, I guess it'd be north of Ragnar, pretty much. So maybe just a tiny bit east of north, but I don't have the compass on the map there, so it's pretty cool. But we are seeing that. That is cool, and I do like that. And yeah, it's one of those things, and it would. As Irish Monk has said there, he's got some wise words. Okay, anyway, I did want to pop over and have a look at weather real quick, you guys, and that kind of thing. So, aloha, Janice Norman. Glad to have you on board. And let's see what we've got for our weather maps today, and we will take a quick look in here. And I'm refreshing things, and then we will see what we've got. So whether or not we like it, we'll have a look. Anyway, there we are. There's our North American and part of Russia and Iceland and Europe, as far as being able to see some of that SO2 coming out. There is a fire up here, and that is apparently producing some SO2, and that is up just about in the tundra, still in the wooded area, but that is a lot of shrubs and stuff up there. And remember, we had a lot of heat up there before, and we see a little bit of a plume go up, so there's something happening there. Zooming into a little too far into the rest of North America, we do see the plumes going off to the east up on the top, and down once we get down here into Mexico and Central America, it is blowing out into the west, into the Pacific Ocean. Okay, thanks, Duchess. And like I said, I'm deeply sorry that I kind of pointed this out on my stream here. I could have done it a little bit differently, but I just wanted to kind of show that no, this isn't right. Okay, and we like to keep with facts, right? And again, sorry that I put you into a predicament, and I really don't mean to embarrass you or anything like that. It's just we want to keep everything truthful on this channel, and hopefully we're all okay. And as Sasha said, there, hugs, Duchess. Okay, and that's all right. Hey, Matt, let's not use that too much. Okay, and yeah, well. Yeah, we understand that. Let's yeah, thanks, Piggy. But we understand, Matt and Jen. No problem. Anyway, looking at what we've got there, we see most of that going over into the Pacific. We get down to the bottom end of Peru. The change over of wind currents goes the opposite direction and blowing back over the continent of South America into the Atlantic Ocean. Not really anything super heavy duty down there. Looking at New Zealand real quick, we see White Owl Volcano doing its thing, as well as over here in refineries in Melbourne, Australia, or close to it, as well as we see up here just north of Sydney that there's some coking plants and other industry up there creating some of that. But that's nothing major. And out here, what is it? This is out in Tonga, Tofua, and that is what that is, and possibly Hunga Ha'apai a little bit. We don't know. We haven't seen any reports on any ocean submariner type gas issues coming up, so don't know. Vanuatu out here still doing its normal thing, so I'm not going to worry about that. Same thing with Papua New Guinea area, and of course out here we have Ibu and Dukono continuing their thing, and then Luolatok making that area, and then we have that new one here, as well as Samaru, Merapi, and Krakatoa, and that is what is happening there, sliding up, and Bulasan doing its thing, and then we are seeing a little bit more coming from here. Now, hard to tell whether some of that is actually from Taal volcano. It looks like most of that is being generated here in Manila and area, because of the people population and density. So that's what we're seeing there going up. Taiwan, its industrial areas there are fairly heavy polluters, and getting down here is Suwanoshijima down on this end, as well as Sakurajima in here doing its thing, and they are throwing out some heavy SO2. Sliding up here a little bit more, we see the Kamchatka Peninsula, and of course we have Chikarachi and Ibiko there, and then Karimsky and Bazimiani, as well as Shivalish. And Shivalish looks like is creating most of the SO2 up here for the time being. So that's what we're seeing there. Pretty standard stuff in China, looking a little bit easier in India right now. And of course, the stuff coming off of the refineries, or sorry, the gold smelting plants and such, still creating a lot of stuff down in South Africa. DR Congo, both coal and volcano action going on here. Urta Ale would be right around here, and we don't see too much. Okay, yeah, let's not call people names and stuff in here, Duchess, but I get you. Okay, not a problem. And I, yeah, I would take everything with a grain of salt. Everything from that individual. Okay. Anyway, normal pollution, Saudi Arabia, nothing really special. This is kind of odd, and we're seeing a very, very heavy SO2 pluming from Mount Etna. And that is kind of amazing that we are seeing that much, because it's hard to tell when we've got a lot of clouds on top of it. So I really, really wonder what Etna is up to. If maybe she's going to reignite, we'll have to talk to our wonderful Yvonne Kunkel and see if there's anything new happening at Etna. And that is pretty much it for the SO2 portion. Zooming into Iceland, we don't see a real heavy increase. Now, we know that there is not a lot of SO2 coming out of that volcano right now, but there is still some. So we are seeing a little bit of a light area in here, nothing too major. So pretty calm in comparison to most of the other places. Let's have a look at our weather map, and we will do this and see what our weather is like. And of course, you can see it is a beautiful day here temperature wise in Alberta, and it is actually pretty darn warm here in Edmonton at about 27 degrees Celsius. So seeing Canada's got some good temperatures for the western provinces down in Ontario, bottom end looking pretty good as well. Gets a little cooler up in the top of Quebec here, and of course out in Newfoundland they got that nasty low there creating big swirls, but we should be seeing Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, PEI, those areas very, very warm. So Sue Hayes is probably sun tanning. And anyway, we do have, of course, over here in Newfoundland some warm temperatures as well. Looking at the United States really quickly, we see that big high here. That's probably in a good spot, and that'll help shoot some of that warmer air back up the coastline there and warm Iceland up a little, and that would be good. Let's see what we got there. Okay, right. Not worried about that. Let's leave that alone. Okay, so not bad temperatures on the eastern seaboard, and in a little ways here in the U.S. summertime temperatures, and this is what everybody is, of course, wanting. And it's not overly hot, 30, 32. Not as bad, but when we get in here and we're looking at Oklahoma, and I guess what's above Oklahoma? Is that Kansas? I'm not sure, but wow, I know that's Colorado. I know that is New Mexico. So yeah, Oklahoma. It's got to be Kansas, somewhere around there. Anyway, maybe that's Kansas. Very hot here, though, you guys. That is pretty awesome, and hopefully that people are staying cool. And then, of course, looking down here, we see in Arizona, and I think our friend Arizona Snowman is probably cooking again. We see 40 Celsius there. Wow. And it is pretty hot in the western states, all the way up into Canada, and including Vancouver Island and Vancouver itself, looking at 30, 32 degrees in some spots. So awesome temperatures for North America for the most part. Cancun, Mexico, holding in at 28 degrees Celsius, nothing new. That's about where they are all the time. A new storm forming, and I did mention that guy is going to be there, and we're probably going to get another one form right here. So we'll see how that works in the next few days, and we'll pull out a little bit right away to see those other storms. Looking at our wonderful Amazon, we do see the rainforest is quite warm today, looking pretty darn good. And right around in here is where we have the break, and then it becomes winter below that. This high here apparently is taking some of that cold air, and we got the other high here keeping it cold. So we'll take a look at that temperatures in a bit, but looking at 3-4 degrees, -3, -4, depending on where you are. Sliding over to New Zealand a little bit, and we see what's going on, -1, -2, 4. Okay, so very cold in the southern island of New Zealand. Up on the northern island, though, it's still fairly nice, not overly cold, but weather is weather. And looking at Australia, and that bottom half, you see that green area, that's all way too cold, and they're going to get snow, you guys. We don't want to see that. Anyway, this will be the coldest time of the year for them right around now, and it should start warming up once our fall equinox hits, and things will get a little warmer for our friends down under. And 7 degrees in Melbourne right now, not very good. Don't see Perth there. There's Perth. A little bit warmer in Perth, looking at 11, 12 degrees. Sydney holding in at about 13. Brisbane, Oz's place, about 13 or so as well. And we see most of that heat that we had there has disappeared, and very, very little up in the top areas. Our Malaysian, Indonesian, and Philippine areas are still holding very, very warm. And thank you, Sue. Weather in Bangkok, 27 degrees Celsius, 85% relative humidity. And that is about average. It's usually about 28 degrees Celsius and 85 degrees or 85% relative humidity. But that's okay. I guess it's the way it is. Anyway, it's pretty interesting to see that. A little bit funny. It kind of reminds me, and I hate to say it, I don't know if you guys ever watched that movie with when the Good Morning Vietnam one, and when Robin Williams was in there as the radio announcer and did that. So that is kind of, they were actually in Cambodia, and he was always saying it's always 32 degrees or whatever it was. It doesn't matter what day it is or when it is, it's always the same temperature. So pretty awesome, pretty cool. Anyway, going up the coast a little bit more, we see Japan, not too bad, and a little bit of temperature still on the Kamchatka Peninsula, but not too much, starting to cool down for the fall weather. Russia here, the interior cooled off quite a bit, and sliding down. We know China is still fairly hot. India and Pakistan, that area is still pretty normal for this time of year, 28 to about 34 degrees depending on where you are. And looking at Iran, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, and Yemen down here, they're all pretty much hot, and of course desert-like conditions, similar to the Sahara Desert, and that's what we see there. Spain, pretty warm all the way through for evening or nighttime temperatures, way too warm. Same thing goes for Sicily and Italy, still very warm. And Piggy's area here, of course, is this here, 25, 26 degrees, still for nighttime, way too warm. And I'm surprised that Piggy can get any sleep at all, never mind in those temperatures. Anyway, looking at France, not bad. Looking also at Germany, a little bit cooler in Germany, and you'd probably be able to sleep at night there. Same thing with Belgium and Holland. And also looking at England, they've got some fairly nice evening temperatures in there as well. A little bit cooler out here in Wales, and Scotland, same thing, a little cooler. The coastal area is a little bit warmer. And of course, Irish Monk, he's got a balmy 12, 13, 14 degrees, depending on how the wind is hitting him. And that is pretty good. And let's see what we've got in further north, of course. Denmark still holding some good temperatures, a little bit cold in Sweden and Norway and Finland here, doing fairly cold bottom bits, not so bad. Stockholm doing not bad at 14, 15 degrees, and Oslo a little cooler at 12, 13 there. But yeah, not too bad. And getting out to Iceland, we see some of that warm air is blowing over top and actually warming the backside a little bit here. I know that sounded a little funny. The northern, northeastern area, rather than backside. So that is what we got. Game Joy, welcome, and Game Joy Nick. Okay, good to have you on board. Anyway, looking at what we see, 10, 11 degrees on the Reykjanes Peninsula right now. So that is what we've got there, and looks like about 10 or 11 in the capital city of Reykjavik. So that is kind of the temperatures that we are seeing around the world. Not bad. Let's take a look at the precipitation, and we'll have a look at that. Ice rain up here, yuck. That reminds me of bad things like winter, and we don't like winter. I'm holding on to every last little bit of summer that we can here, because I know next month we'll have snow. Okay, it's simple as that. So some people might think I'm a little bit crazy, but in that sense, when we get 6 months of winter, you kind of really don't want 6 months of winter. I don't mind 4 seasons. Okay, I don't particularly like two, winter and construction. Anyway, looking at the U.S., we see what's going on there. Lots of little storms, nothing really too organized. These are individual little thunderstorms peeling through. So that, you can get some in a lot of different places. I see Atlanta's got a little streak going across it right now. Also, what is it? I can't even read the name there. Birmingham, I do believe, in Alabama, possibly getting some there. Florida Panhandle and all the way down here on the eastern side of Florida for the the western side of Florida is where they're seeing some of those. And then we get over all the way into Louisiana and Mississippi area. We do have some isolated storms there. A little bit in Texas, not too bad. New Mexico and portions of Arizona have some good storms in them as well. Colorado, and that is those areas. And we see, let's see, St. Louis getting some storms right there, that kind of thing. And going up here a little bit more, we see some in this area. So all the way through, it's not bad. Little storms. It's better than having those big ones. It's better than having this kind of thing. And this is that big new one that is going there. I don't know what happened to Frank, or if that is still Frank. But Frank has kind of disappeared, and I think the other one was Georgetta, or whatever it was. Georgette is gone. And so we will continue looking. And this is what I was saying. That's probably going to be a new storm there. It looks like it is forming. Down into South America, looking at where we've got these things. Right now looks like just south of Sao Paulo, and that'd be Rio de Janeiro in that area as well. They're getting hammered, and we see the cold area down here in Argentina, snow and that kind of stuff there. Zipping over to New Zealand, and they too are being blessed with snow, and we have that a couple of lows sitting right there doing their nasty thing. That's why it's so cold, pulling that cold air all the way across there from, well, we see where it's coming from. It's coming from down below here and being pulled up, so it doesn't really have any warming time. Seeing the North Island, though, it's a lot better off, and not too bad for the most part. Down the southern tip, a little bit bad, and some rain on the peninsula going out. Looking at this here, a little bit down in Tasmania, not too much rain there, but looks like Australia itself looks not bad. No major rain happening. Possibly some showers along the coast here by Sydney. I don't see anything out here at Brisbane at all. And lots and lots of storm activity in our Malaysian, Indonesian, and Philippine area. Especially here in the Philippine area, we are seeing this storm developing, and that looks like it's going to be a nasty one for these good people in that area. Also here in the Indian Ocean and northern portions, coming in to that area looks pretty rough, and hopefully not too bad for them. Sea of Japan has got some activity in it as well, and some rain there in Japan, not too bad. And of course that is up in Alaska. We see this nasty storm here, and sliding over a little bit more, India pretty much normal. There's our equatorial storm still happening. And looking at what we've got, Greece is getting some rain up in the northern areas, and that is probably very welcome. And a little bits and pieces here in Turkey as well. And they would like to get some out there on Kos, where Piggy is. So we'll see that. Yeah, I know, Piggy. I'm trying to get the rain gods to send you some rain, just a little bit, maybe a quarter of an inch or something, just to get you wet. Well, that sounded bad. Just to get settle the dust. Okay, how about that? That was bad language. My bad. I'll edit that out later. No. Anyway, not bad looking for Germany, France. Those areas looks pretty dry. A little bit down into this area here in bottom end of Sweden, and that is not bad. And Iceland, here's why we have such hard visibility problems. We have all this stuff blowing in, and it looks like it's going to be coming for a little while yet. So it is all pretty good. And okay. Oh, was Arizona Snowman in here? I don't see Arizona Snowman. What the heck is going on? Oh, there he is. Welcome, Arizona Snowman. Nice to have you on board. There you are. I was looking for you. And I emailed you yesterday, and of course in the morning my email server was down here and we had no email, so if you did send me a reply, I never got it. Just so you were aware of that. I wasn't trying to be rude or anything, but I didn't get a reply, so always here. All right, cool, and thank you, appreciate that. And there we go. So Iceland is pretty rough, and let's take a look for our coldest temperature on the planet right now, and of course that would be down here somewhere in the abyss. And I already see a minus 70 for sure, and we see that. And I don't know if Sue Hayes has found anything colder. She's found a minus 72 in there somewhere, and I would believe that. Oh, I found a minus 71 right there, and there's a minus 72, and minus 73 for a second. Yep. So I bet you if you wiggle your mouse a little bit, Sue, you'll get it to say minus 73 as well. Oh, so much fun. But yeah, minus 72, minus 73, not going to make a bit of a difference because you guys all know that it's going to be, you still need to bundle up your penguins no matter what you're going to do down there. And that's what we hope you are doing. So that is what our wonderful weather is looking like. And I wanted to see if they named that storm. And no, they got 0E or 09E on it. They will probably be giving it a name. So if they use Frank and they used Georgette or whatever it was, this is either going to be Herman or Henrietta or Houston or Hound Dog or something. I have no idea. But we'll see what the guys come up with for a name for that 09E. And I'm sure that is just a scientific designation. And of course, I am a 14 of 2. No? Oh, hang on. 7 of 9? No, no, hang on. That doesn't work either. Never mind. Anyway, that is all pretty cool, you guys. So that is our weather. And because we are still looking at our Lavely volcano, we will see if we can see anything right now. And that view, of course, is not showing a heck of a lot. Let's see if we get on the right page here. What's that one? That one's stuck. That one is semi-okay. And that is probably our best shot. Let's put it back on the other one. Then we can see it that way, a little bit zoomed in. And it does look very clear. So let's leave that on there for a little while. And hopefully you guys will be okay with that. And thank you, Doc, for your time and patience. You are most welcome, Piggy, and thank you for being here. So you guys are all awesome, and I thank each and every one of you. And this is a pretty decent show, so very good. And I will leave it there. So thank you, everyone. A big thank you to my moderators for being here, Arizona Snowman, Piggy, and I didn't see Lucas yet, but I know Joseph Fields Official was here, and we always have Gary hiding in the background there as well, 24/7 live, AZ Skies, and love his wonderful work there. So all good, and thank you to all of you wonderful moderators. And also big thank you to all of you members for helping out and supporting the stream. We don't have any super chats today, so don't need to worry about that. And on that friendly note, it is time for me to get off of here with my voice. I think I will run the stream for about an hour more without me being here, but I may switch things a little bit. And I got to do stuff like laundry. So that's kind of what we're looking at. Fun stuff, life apparently gets in the way. So, and Duchess, yeah, you are welcome. And Duchess, if you ever have questions about things, you have my email address. Please send me a note and say, hey, can you have a look at this before you go post it? If you have any questionable doubts, and I'll be happy to look at it for you and scrutinize it in a way, where we can try to see and make sure that it is proper, right? And I know you're an honest person and you don't want to be throwing out bad stuff, and that's what we try to help people out with. So hopefully that'll all be good. Okay, Duchess? So that's an offer. And like I say, I don't mind helping. All right, and we'll take that little bit of time and make sure everything is good. So anyway, thank you everyone for being here today. You guys are all awesome, and for those who are heading out the door here, if you have not yet hit that like button, please help us out and consider hitting the like if you have enjoyed the show. And on those friendly notes, I am going to be switching back and forth here, trying to give you the best views possible. Right now, this long range shot seems to be looking pretty awesome as well. We haven't looked at it that much, but you can see that going all the way over to the eastern side of Meridalia, and that is pretty cool as it continues to fan out over here, filling in the low areas. So great. Thank you, everyone. I'm glad to have you all on board, and that is really awesome. Be good, everyone. Take care, and we will see you all tomorrow. Tomorrow is Monday, of course, and Monday it'll be back to regular stream times in the 5 p.m. mark for me, or 7 p.m. Eastern, unless we see something major happen in the meantime. We may start early and see how it goes. Okay, and we'll leave it there. So thank you, everyone, and love having you all on here. Thank you to the Lava family. You guys are awesome. So please, one last thing, just to let everyone know, make sure that you tell your loved ones that you love them tonight, for tomorrow is never promised. I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. We'll see you all tomorrow. Good night. Oink, oink.